This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
Welcome to We Connect. Kanimozhi Karunanidhi is more than just her father's daughter. She's a Rajya Sabha MP, she's a poet, and she has an absorbing interest in all things related to art and culture. Perhaps that's the reason why she so successfully runs and heads the Chennai Sangamam every year. You've in fact become synonymous with the Chennai Sangamam. Is that the way you want it to be?
Yeah, it makes me really happy to be associated with it, and I mean, people seem to really love it, and I'm very happy about that.
Right. It's quite a task though, isn't it? I mean, it's quite a mammoth operation.
We have a very nice group which has come together to make it work. It's just not me. So, I mean, we really enjoy doing it also.
I suppose that's really the key, right?
Yeah, it's just... so many people, I mean, who don't do it for other reasons, just because they love doing it, they've come together.
Right. But how in the world do you get hold of 1,000 folk artists to turn up into Chennai? I mean, that in itself is almost like a military operation.
Yeah, but we have people who keep in touch with them and contact them and bring them here. And I think this is the 4th year, so we did have a lot of confusions and problems first 1 or 2 years, but we sort of learned to sort it out and then get people to come and cook for them and make sure that their place is okay and things like that. And folk artists really cooperate, you know, they love being here and love performing in a new place. And there's so much of positive energy between the people and them that they really want to be here. I mean,
right.
A lot of them don't do anything else but come. They want to be here for Sangamam.
Right. So let's ask about the difference between this year as we go into the Sangamam, different to last year, bigger, better?
Slightly bigger, yes, and we've got more, a little more into North Chennai this year. Like we've got a place in Tiruvattur and. Bigger, yes. Better, of course, the folk artists themselves improvise, and we have actually brought groups from Orissa, Kerala, Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh also this year. So that our people also get an exposure to other art forms, especially our folk artists also. Know to package themselves better, you know, when they see other people and, you know, how they should dress and how they should... you know, have the forms in a better way, you know, make the formations clearer and defined.
Right. That's been, of course, a bit of a problem, isn't it? Because whilst people are so good in what they are doing, especially at the rural level, they just don't know how to either market themselves or package themselves.
That's the problem. I mean, their clothes, then there's no way of contacting a lot of these, you know, very good artists. So we sort of work with that also, and we try to tell them that they should have a directory there. And every year there is a small kind of class after Sangamam telling them how to start a bank account, how to save, how to do things.
Right. So that's a good thing, because it's not just a question of bringing all of them in here, all these people in here. But one of the issues that I wanted to touch on is people from the rural areas come in here. But would you say that your idea is to teach people like myself and like yourself and so many of us who live in the urban area about these traditional folk arts and what's going on in our districts?
In a way, yes. We wanted to, our intention was to create an awareness about it. I mean, a lot of us read about folk art forms, but it's not that many of us can go and see it in different districts. I mean, there are people who have got such keen interests that they go do it. But not many of us find the time or the energy to go and see these folk art forms wherever they are performed. And we also wanted to create a market for these people. I mean, only when there's an awareness created, then, they're invited to do performance, because even in villages, the same performance again and again every year, people get bored. And for these temple festivals also, they started calling film people to come and do a dance or some other music or something else. So whatever was available to them, places where they could perform was also become shrinking. So this awareness actually has created more platforms for these folk artists.
Do you think that over the years, have you found that there are more and more people in our districts and at the district level, at the rural level, who actually want to come in and be involved in Sangamam? Have you found that?
I think, yeah, there are people who want to come. I mean, they come and pick up fights with us if we don't invite a particular group which has been performing for 2 years. They'll go. Even they go and complain to the DMK district secretary saying that last year we were invited, this year we are not. I think that's very encouraging actually, that people want to come. But more than that, actually, what is really preserve these art forms is not because some of us support it or anything. It's the passion of the artists. Because they're not paid very well, and not that they have many platforms or many places to go perform. But in spite of all that, they're not full-time artists also, many of them. They have other things which they do. They're farmers, and they do these art forms and keep it alive only because they love it so much. So people like that might have not passed it on, or might not pass it on to their children, because they know there's nothing, lucrative about it. They don't get back anything economically. Right. So if we create this awareness and create more spaces for them to perform, I think at least they'll encourage their children to come in, and this will be kept alive. I think it's a little too soon to say whether this change has happened.
Right, it'll take a bit of time, I suppose. Do you find that they get really excited when they actually come in here and find an acceptance for what they're doing? Because at the end of the day, that's what we all crave for.
Yeah, I think they are very happy about, that's what they tell us when we ask them, that they did not expect, to be very honest, I did not expect this kind of response from the Chennai crowd. Which has been completely cut off from all these folk art, like Thol Pava Kutu, the leather puppet show. Yes. I've gone for so many performances. I've never seen more than 10 people or 15 people sitting there to watch it, anywhere, in any part of Tamil Nadu. But when we had done here, we had 500 people standing there and watching it. Nobody expected this kind of response. So
that must make you very happy, right? I'm sure it must make you.
Makes us thrilled. And even the classical artists, it's a completely new kind of audience they're singing to, they're performing to. It's not the Sabha crowd.
Right. Well, we'll come back and talk about the music and the dance part of this festival.